Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, YouTube. This is 205. We are back with another video. This right here is going to be my real review of the Astro A40 headsets with the Mixamp. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm completely sold on these bad boys. They are absolutely incredible. Now, if you guys seen in my last video, I did an overall view of all the next gen headsets, the good ones that, that were my personal picks. And I had a slight bias towards the Stealth 700s, the second generation version. And man, oh man, in due time, when I actually got to continue working with these bad boys and just playing with them game after game after game, I got used to them. No, dude, not only are these comfortable, man, these things sound absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Just like my buddies in the comment section, the sister KB and my brother God of War Players, shouts out to y'all. Look, just like you said, these bad boys are the best bang for your buck. They are the best bang for your buck. You got to pay to play around here, you know? Being a gamer is expensive. It ain't just the games, it ain't just the systems, it's also the accessories. And as far as headsets goes, when you want to communicate with your buddies or just want to just hear the game and just be in your own zone, these bad boys are the way to go. Now, in the last video, you guys saw that I had only the PlayStation 4 versions of them. As you can see, I got the Xbox versions over here as well. Okay? It's because I was so impressed that my Stealth 700s and the Xbox versions of the Xbox version, of the Stealth 600, I sent them back and got the Xbox version. Because right now I have a PS4 as well as an Xbox One. And I'm going to get the next generation versions of both. And I'm like, shit, I want to rock the same fucking headset. I'm not finna settle for less. No disrespect to Turtle Beach, but I'm not finna settle for less. I want the best. You understand? Man, and this bad boy right here, look. The idea of having a Mixamp with a headset, shouts out to Astro. You guys are just fucking geniuses. You're geniuses. You really are. Because this thing is incredible. Now, I told you guys I sent back the Stealth 600, 700s and got the Xbox versions. The first versions that I had the Stealth 700s in the PlayStation and the Stealth 600s in the Xbox. Now, I decided to keep my Stealth 600s, which are the PlayStation versions right here. But what a lot of people don't know is that these things also work on the Nintendo Switch while it's in dock mode. Okay? Nintendo Switch in dock mode. So whenever you're playing this on the big screen or whatever, your Nintendo Switch user, which I have a Nintendo Switch as well, of course, you guys can use these bad boys by simply plugging in this transmitter that comes with it. Okay? So remember, if you are a Nintendo Switch user, get the PlayStation versions. These right here work on the Switch. All you gotta do is plug it into one of the USB ports on the Nintendo Switch. Cut on this power button right there. We're gonna focus. There it is. You guys know the power button more right there. Hold on the power button. It's gonna link up and boom, you got you some good headphones. And yes, they sound phenomenal. They sound absolutely phenomenal. So, all you Nintendo Switch users looking for a headset, get the PlayStation version of the Stealth 600 second generation. You're not going to regret it. Now, slide them off to the side. And let's get, to the main attraction. Okay? The equalizer settings that you can set for these bad boys on the Astro website is absolutely incredible. Okay? You download this little app onto your PC or laptop, and it basically shoots you straight to the equalizer settings that you can set. Now, it's already going to be 4 presets as usual, Your regular, your balance, and blah, 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 yakety smackety. They got their own names when you go onto the website, okay? Now, what distinguishes them is these 4 little dots in the middle, okay? Between where you see 100 and where you see game. These 4 dots in the middle, okay? Now, once you plug it in to the laptop and whatnot, it's going to be from top to bottom, preset 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it's not going to have, saying, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the website, I believe. It's going to have their own names for it, that's already, set up on the website. Now, you have the option to change those names if you want to, but it's really not a big deal. But distinguishing between the two, when you look at the presets that's on the computer, from top to bottom, it's going to be this. The one you see at the top is going to be the first one. The second one is going to be the second one, third one, and fourth one, just like that. Okay? Now, you have the option on the website to change the equalizer settings. Also, update your firmware. So if you guys follow Astro on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, they always tell you, especially on Twitter, when they're going to have firmware updates. The last firmware update, I believe, from my understanding, was getting it able to be compatible with next-gen consoles. So anybody who, paid for these bad boys, whenever they came out, if you still got them and they're still great condition, guess what? You are able to play these on next-gen consoles respectively. Your PS5, Xbox Series X. PS5, Xbox Series X. And the other S or whatever the little one is. Yeah, everything works copacetically. Now, I can tell you that because I have tested them out myself. I don't have the next-gen consoles, but I have friends who have the next-gen consoles. So I made it my mission to, get a hold of them and test these things out to see if they're really, really compatible via chat and, just hearing the game in general. They sound great. Everything works great. It's safe. It's legit. Okay? It's safe and it is legit. Yes, these bad boys work on next-gen. Xbox Series X, that's S, and the PS5, okay? It don't matter if it's digital or the disc version. I've tested them out on both. I got some boys of mine who got the shit, you know what I'm saying? And one of my homegirls. They got them. I ain't got them yet, unfortunately, but it's all to the good. Now, slide these up. Let me get to this Mixamp over here, okay? Let me show you how this bad boy works a little bit further. Now, I was talking about the presets earlier, okay? Let's get to talking about these buttons as well as these knobs. Okay, this button right here at the very top, okay? Once you plug it into the USB, right there, once you plug it into the USB and your optical cord, it's going to, start the sound, okay? To plug the USB to power it, once you power it, all of this is going to light up, okay? Your lines, what distinguishes where the volume is going to line up, as well as, these little spots up here. And the points, okay? Everything is going to light up. Now, mic muted and unmuted, okay? It tells you on the Mixamp if your mic is muted or not, all right? If your mic is muted, these lines, the volume indicators, if your mic is muted, it's going to be colored red, okay? If your mic is unmuted, it's going to be colored white. All right. So whenever you just throw your headsets on randomly, hell, you probably had a few drinks and you're just enjoying the game with the fellas and the ladies, you know what I'm saying? And you're just talking and talking and talking, and then you realize they just not answering you. Why aren't they answering me? Blah, blah, blah. Why aren't they answering me? Something wrong with my headphones? Is something wrong with the game? What's going on? Look at your knobs, okay? Because the reason I'm speaking about this is because I fell victim to it, all right? Look at your knobs. If your knobs are red, that means your mic is muted, okay? If your knobs are white, that means your mic is not muted, okay? So check the lines if it's red or if it's white, okay? Red is muted, white is unmuted. White is unmuted, red is muted. Let's get that down. Now, I got the volume indicator, which is from the min all the way to the max. Of course, from left to right is always min to max. Now, when it comes to the right side over here, which is, you see where it says game and where it says voice, okay? What I like to do is, if I'm playing with my buddies, I have it all the way to the max, okay? So I got the max volume potential of the game. Now, if it's on the halfway point, it have the right amount of game volume and voice volume. But you're playing with your boys, right? So you want to hear your boys as well as the game. If you have this thing to the max, just turn this thing towards the right, okay? It goes more to the voice, as you can see, where it's indicated, it's always in writing. The further you turn it towards the voice, it's going to turn the game down automatically. And you can hear yourself speaking to the mic as well as hear your friends speaking to you. Okay? It sounds very, 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 very good and clear, by the way. Sounds very, very good and clear. Now, one thing that I definitely like the most is the fact that if you've seen the last video, when it came to the Stealth 600s, I had the Xbox versions and the PlayStation version, okay? One thing that I didn't like, one of my gripes and complaints, was the simple fact that the Xbox versions, the two knobs, let's see, the knobs that you see right here, usually is game volume and voice volume, okay? Now, on the Xbox versions, it's game volume right here and voice volume right here. On the PlayStation versions, which are the ones you see right here that also work on Nintendo Switch. Remember what I said earlier in the video. For you Nintendo Switch users, if you want some good headphones, get the PlayStation version of the Stealth 600 2nd Gen. Now, note that. Now, on the PlayStation versions, this first knob is game and chat volume. This knob right here is tone volume. Tone volume is how you can hear yourself speaking to the mic, as well as hear things around you when you got the headphones on. So when you flip this down and you start speaking into the mic, you'll be able to hear yourself very well as the things around you. Okay? Hear yourself very well as the things around you. The louder you have the tone volume, the louder you're able to hear yourself and the things around you. I don't like the fact that on the Xbox versions, you have to go onto the website and adjust your tone volume that way instead of just doing it on here. It should have been 3 knobs instead of 2. Okay? Should have been 3 knobs instead of 2. I don't know what's going on with Turtle Beach. They're really on some nonsense. They're really on some bullshit. As well as this problem right here. The transmitter. The transmitter only works on PS4 and PS5. As far as the Xbox versions, all they need is Bluetooth. It don't come with a transmitter. Turtle Beach need to get it together on that. Also, it was a lot of crackling and a lot of breaking up when it came to me chatting with my friends, as well as hearing the game audio. It would just go in and out. Now, Turtle Beach has addressed this, talking about they had a firmware update. Hey, yo, my man, your firmware update don't work. It don't work. Just simple and plain. Heard that from a friend of mine. He has gone to like 3 pairs, and guess what? He just returned them, got new ones, firmware, same thing. Return them, new ones, firmware, same thing. Return them, new ones, firmware, same thing. So guess what he did? He did what I did. He went on and got the best. Ladies and gentlemen, these Astros are some bad mamma jammas. Now, as far as you straight up PC users who use other types of headphones, I see them all the time. I got a buddy of mine who streams. He actually lives in town. He streams via PC. And he uses a different type, but he knows that these are incredible. He's also one of my YouTube mentors as well. He says these things sound good, but there's also other choices that you can get via PC. I haven't tried those yet, but I'm just going to leave that up to y'all. But in conclusion, man, these things are the best headsets on the market to me. For current gen and next gen, guys, get these things. The Astro A40 with the Mixamp. Okay, I know the A50s are wireless, but I don't even want to do wireless headsets no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay wired. I don't want no risk of crackling or nothing. Now maybe the A50s are perfect, but I don't care. I'm staying with these bad boys with the Mixamp. They're absolutely incredible. Shouts out to God of War Plays, my brother, real brother from another mother, and the sister KB. Look, man, y'all was right. Y'all was right. These things are incredible. So y'all know the deal. Hit the like button, which is the thumbs up button. Share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Everyone have a blessed day and be great.